I am too sexy for my shirt. Too sexy for my shirt. So sexy.
That's
the
the
new
new intro.
Yeah. Whoa. Whoa. I'm too sexy for
Hola.
too sexy for your pod. Too sexy for
Ranking.
too sexy for this
Rap.
Too sexy for that. Yeah, yeah. I'm too sexy for this. Too sexy for your pod. Too sexy for this pod. Yeah, yeah. I'm too sexy for that.
Live,
Oh.
baby. We live.
We're live for another season of the Supreme Leader Pod. Episode 2.
Yeah.
That's the new intro.
Might include that. So today,
Anywho.
today we're gonna run through some of the the preseason rankings for our league. So who's poised to be on top and who's not.
I'm a power bottom all day long.
Power bottom. So as we jump into that, so funny thing that we actually realized, so we went back and looked at the rankings from last year. So we did a whole video. Check it out. Posted September 10, 2020. And,
Link down below.
Link in the description. Shit's got.
Don't forget to turn on the notification bell.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You don't have notifications on for this at this point. You're so fucking mean, man. Even though we put a message in the group me for it. It's got 18 views, one of our better videos apparently based on view count. And
I saw one person viewed it all the way out in Seattle.
Seattle.
We're going global, baby.
We're going global. So I would say surprisingly accurate from the rankings from last year. We had thought, kind of like whatever about it. When we recorded the video last year, we kind of laughed at the rankings because Olax was ranked number 1. Which is kind of hilarious because he ended up winning the league.
Yeah, so funny.
It's so funny.
I'm laughing.
And so he was ranked number 1. I was ranked number 2, which of course I came in second. Presley was ranked in 4th, and she finished 3rd, which is like pretty close there. And all the playoff teams were correct, including you, who finished 1 position off from where they had you.
Yep.
Zach's team was 1 position off from where they had you. And then Mike, who was just a few positions off where they had him as well. And that means all the non-playoff teams were correct as well. So surprisingly accurate rankings from Fantasy Pros there. So with that being said, let's take a look at
this season's rankings.
And share the old screen here, so our faces are going to get small for a bit. Heyo, there we are.
Oh yeah. Well, I gotta zoom this. So just a note, I'm on my phone today, if you couldn't tell.
Is that why you look so skinny?
Lots of preparation went into this.
First position here, the score of 100 would be M.
Should I Venmo her now or later?
You should probably Venmo her now. Just give her the prize money. Just give her the prize money. With her, powerful. She got the best defense in the league, apparently. I don't know who that is. I haven't taken a look at that, but good for her. She's got the best
Tampa Bay, I'm
receivers.
guessing.
Brampa. And she's got she's got the best receivers in the league, the second best flex, the third best running back. Quarterback's fine. And weak spots are spots that she can really recover from. Got the best starters and the 4th best bench. That's pretty neato, I'd say. And she's got a pretty big lead over the second place team here, which would be Haley, which is pretty exciting because I feel like we talked up a lot of Haley's team last year. I feel like she's very unlucky.
How good it was, but she just got unlucky all year long.
So this year, hopefully it will be more lucky, but she's tied for the best running backs, and she has the best quarterback, which is it's probably
Patrick
two
Mahomes.
of the it's got to be Patty Mahomes, but I mean that's
I'm
two.
looking.
Oh well, I'm glad you're looking.
Yeah. I got the accurate standings here.
Good. But I mean, quarterback and running back, that's 2 of the bigger ones that you want to be on top for in this league. So,
Can we time out now? They got, I guess, Dalvin Cook correct as top back, or are they saying just in general? Like
she has
got the best running back core.
She has the best starting 2 running backs. So she has the number 2 RB1,
Oh,
which would be Dalvin
ooh.
Cook, and she has the number 6 RB2, which would be
DeAndre Swift.
DeAndre
Allegedly.
Swift, allegedly. So yeah, I mean, like, good pairing there. I actually like DeAndre Swift this year, even though I probably shouldn't. I took him in the other league, and I'm pretty excited about him. So,
Well, he's out for the season.
And yeah, I mean, kudos to her. She's got good starters and a good bench. So, hopefully that plays out well for her. And then me in third, right behind her by a point, led by my top tier tight ends and quarterbacks. And I really love my receivers and running backs, which, I don't really love them for, but, whatever. I mean, I got the best wide receiver 1, but I got the 9th best wide receiver 2.
Jesus.
But we'll see. We'll see.
Bench
They
is
also
pretty shallow.
do not like the bench.
Do you agree with that?
I mean, I got a lot of receivers on my bench. I mean, I don't really think it's a big deal, but
Let's see. I'm just
I
taking
also
a quick
got
look.
a couple of backs.
All right. Yeah, I see some potential there.
I mean, it's got to
Duke
be
Johnson or
something.
David Johnson?
That is
David
David
Johnson?
He will be
All
dropped.
right. Oh, okay.
Don't know why I took him, to be honest. Should have just picked.
There we
someone
go.
else.
That's why they like your bench so much.
Yeah, he's going down for real. Going down for real. And so now we have Chunk and the snake bags here.
Ooh, they love his bench. I'm really obsessed with this bench ranking more than anything at this point.
He's got the best bench in the league, baby. I really think that's what's carrying him all the way up the charts here. Because
Who's riding the pine on his team?
Who's grinding the wood on his squad?
I can tell the people. We got Deontay Johnson, Gaskin Williams, Jamal Williams, Goddard, Callaway, and Burrow. Big Callaway guy over here.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Anywho, number one
Okay.
bench. No, number 1 pine in the squad.
Number 1 wood in the squad. He's got it. So that's pretty good. Eat a raw egg.
The big, raw egg. Eat a raw egg. Eat a raw egg.
Apparently, I haven't looked at her team that much. I play her week 1. But if your 2 best positions are your kicker and your defense, I just don't see how you can be ranked as a playoff team.
Oh yeah,
So-
Pittsburgh and Buck are gonna clap your cheeks.
I'm going to clap my cheeks. I'll tell you what. I mean, it's just like, I'm looking at the rest of it. It just seems like it doesn't really stack up to me. You know what I mean? I don't know. Second best wide receiver 2 in the league. Who's that?
Fuck. Keenan Allen.
Well, that's good. That is good.
That's
So
a very
that's
good wide receiver,
definitely like a really big point of value there. So like that's good.
And she's got that Justin Herbert stack.
Yeah, they have Herbert as the 8th best quarterback, which honestly seems a little low, to be honest. I would probably pick him a couple points higher. But I like Herbert a lot. I think he's a stud.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I bet they got Fitzpatrick above him. That's probably why.
Probably. Oh, maybe that's a good. We will see what happens when we get to the old Charlie Chocolate.
Yeah.
We'll go on to
Charles.
the Moat Mountain bitch. Who's got a
Number 1 kicker.
number 1 kicker.
Nice.
Team is led by the kicker. However, she does have good running backs. She's got the
TikTok
4th
move.
best RB1 and the 3rd best RB2. Who is she working with for running backs there?
Oh, give me a second.
She have Joe Mixon?
I can tell you for sure it's not Josh Jacobs.
Definitely
I know
not
if I-
Josh Jacobs.
If I know one thing, let's see. Yeah, we got Derrick Henry and Joe Mixon.
And they got Derrick Henry as the 4th best RB1. That seems fair.
Half point PPR, yeah.
I
But
guess, yeah.
also she locked up Arizona's backfield by getting James Conner and Chase Edmonds. Can't lose there.
Can't lose, man. Too bad she missed out on my boy Kyler Murray, who's the real star of the backfield.
For real.
I got a lot of Kyler stonks this year, so I'm really hoping he pops
As you
off.
should.
Hey, thank you. And then everything else is fine. She's got one of the weaker wide
fine.
receiver
It's
cores.
fine.
It's fine. Got one of the weaker wide receivers, but she's got a very strong bench, 2nd best bench. So
Yeah.
watch out, Marcus. She's coming for your pine. We got old Charlie Chocolate here.
Oh, Charles Chocolate
Yeah,
himself.
Chuck Chocolate here. In to
Chuck
report. You got the best tight end and the best flex.
Oh,
So we
I
like
did
that.
flex.
Yeah. And you got, nothing else really going for you.
Hey,
Fourth best starter, though. I mean, that's pretty good.
mhm.
Your Wood's weak, though. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, Wood is very weak. I'm going to disagree with that. I
Yeah.
think my Wood is getting pretty strong. Second half of the season, Wood's going to be rock hard when Michael Thomas comes back.
Oh, huge. See, you know what? I talked a lot of shit about drafting Michael Thomas, and you know what? Now that I don't have him in any league, I'm kind of disappointed, to be honest.
My philosophy behind it too was if he doesn't play this year, I'll just keep him in IR the whole year, then keep him in the 9th round next year. That's my big main philosophy.
See, if that happens, then I want to make a rule that says if the player doesn't play all season and you draft him and you can't keep him.
Oh, so I'm sure he'll play at some point, but it's not going to be good.
Yeah, but if
I think it's going to be like Kenny Galladay action last year, where it was like, oh, is he going to play? Is he not going to play?
Yeah, I can see that too. But I would like to make I'll let you keep him next year if he doesn't play at all.
Oh, thank
but
you.
I would like to instate a rule after that to make sure
Yeah,
that it can't happen continuously.
Oh yeah, like a J.K. Dobbins thing where he's already listed as out, and you just draft him in the last round, keep him.
Yeah, just to keep him.
Yeah.
No
but
beans,
Thomas is still gonna play week 6 or 7. Like he's slated to be back for then.
Yeah, he is now too. When Andre picked him in the other league, he was it was supposed to be later, and I was like, man, bad pick. But now it kind of looks like a better pick. Anywho, on to Estrella's team.
I'm excited.
This has got to be the most in the middle ranked team possible, like the most amount of like 4s and 5s across the board that I could see here. I mean, they say it's average. We'll see. I don't know. Estrella had a really good season in multiple leagues last year, so who knows? The sky's the limit.
I don't have much to comment on with him. He had a shirt on all drafts, so he's got that going for him.
He didn't have to pop his shirt off, so that's pretty neat. But yeah, I mean, I think that the issue is mostly like, we got some weak running backs here.
Yeah.
So it's a tough hump to come back from. I think you see this with a lot of teams. You just don't find a lot of success. You just don't have a lot of
classic LA Rams, Atlanta Falcons situation. It's tough to bounce back from a hard loss.
Well, speaking of bad running backs, we have the guy who had the best running backs in the league last year, who basically rode it to first place in the rankings, to the championship, and now he comes in this year and he says, you know what, that strategy wasn't smart. I'm just going to have the worst running backs in the draft. And so here you have Olax, and he's got good quality. Who's he got for a quarterback?
Let me pull that up for you.
Is he starting Josh Allen? No, he doesn't have Lamar. Does he have Lamar?
Let me pull it up for you. Josh Allen.
I thought Josh Allen was being kept
by Olax.
Oh, neato. So he got a steal on that.
Neato.
Yeah, he got a steal on that for sure. Actually, he kept him for a 5th, if I remember correctly.
I think it was lower than that.
Oof, really?
Like maybe even a 6th or lower. Yeah, could have been a 5th. I don't know.
So that's good. Like he got a lot of value on him. Yeah, I mean he parlayed that into getting some great wide receivers. Obviously, he just didn't load up on running backs, which probably.
You went Hill, Harris. He's got Robinson. I don't think he's a bad running back, but after that, it's off the cliff. Damian Harris, Melvin Gordon. That's it. Oh, Philip Lindsay.
Honestly, could be worse. I don't really think that's the worst thing in the world, but you just gotta hope that those star receivers pop off. But hey, who knows? I mean, we've been wrong before, so
you gotta hope that Hill and Evans can sustain.
Yeah, I'm not a huge Mike Evans guy this year personally, but
hey, he's never gotten less than 1,000 yards in a season, so we'll keep playing until he doesn't do that. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not afraid of him not reaching 1,000 yards. It's really just like the fact that he probably won't have a lot of catches, and his touchdowns could potentially decrease because he had a lot of touchdowns last year. So like, I just don't really see him as a guy who's worthy of how high he is going. Or I just don't really want to pick him there, if that makes sense.
No, that's fair, reasonable.
And in last, the shirtless wonder, the guy who was outsourcing all of his help to everybody at that party.
Their marriage
Um,
is on the rocks. Both
on
of
the
them
rocks.
down in the dumps.
Winds up in last place. It's Mike, and he's got some weak receivers, so he should probably talk to Olox about that.
Yeah, they can make
Uh,
a little trade.
He's got the best running back too. Who's that?
I'll tell you. Keep stalling. He has got Austin Eckler.
Great pick. I liked that there, but he went with.
He's also got Josh Jacobs. Oh my goodness!
Oh,
Is
he also has
CeeDee
Saquon.
Lamb or Josh Jacobs? I can't tell the difference.
It's like a twinsies. But he
That's
went
direct quote from
Saquon.
Tara.
He went Saquon and Eckler at
Yep.
the turn there, which
Back to
like
back.
I don't know. I mean, it could play out great for him having those two. If Saquon comes back full strength, it's a good season. The two of them could end up being really good together, and he also was able to snag Kittle. So, I mean, he's in a good spot there. You know, play the waiver wire, snag some extra wide receivers. I really don't think he could be in as bad of a spot as we, he might appear to be. But on paper, fantasy pros, they say you're not making the playoffs, you're screwed.
They say you're garbage, and if we know anything, they're never wrong.
If we know everything, I mean, if we don't know any, if we know nothing, then if we don't know anything, then they know something. And
if my name isn't Charles M. Chocolate,
my name isn't. No, it's what's his middle name?
Charles and Chocolate.
Charles N. Chocolate.
Charles and Chocolate.
I thought it was Factory or something.
Charles Factory Chocolate.
That doesn't make any sense. We had a middle name for him, and I don't remember what it is. Anywho,
Charles Ticket Chocolate.
Charlie and the and then Chocolate, and then his hyphened last name is Chocolate Factory.
Oh. And Grandpa Joe cured cancer.
Grandpa.
No,
Those are
all
the.
I know is Tom fucking Brady is going to be playing Thursday night.
Tammy B. He's playing Thursday. He's playing the Cowboys, which should be.
I also want to
exciting.
put this out there that Lucas and I have a little standing bet on which Pittsburgh wide receiver is going to finish below Claypool, because we both think Claypool is going to be number one receiver on the team.
Yeah.
I, however, think Deontay Johnson is going to be the number two receiver, and Lucas thinks Juju is going to be the number two receiver come end of season, barring any injury. Correct?
Yeah. Well, so yes. Here, to explain myself just a smidge.
We're just laying it out there.
Just to lay it out there. I don't love Deontay Johnson this year. I think he's a little overrated. Yes, I know he had a lot of targets last year. Yes, I know that, he has projected to be better than Juju this year. But my argument was I think he's going to be the wide receiver 3 on the team. And Mab cornered me into a bet because he was like, oh, so I guess you just want to bet that, Juju's going to be better than him in fantasy. And I was like, well, no, I don't really want to bet on that. And he's like, that's what I thought. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Fine. I'll take it. And so I don't feel great about it, but I don't know. We're going to roll with it. And if
I feel great about it.
Yeah, because you're probably going to win, to be honest.
Oh, yeah. Well, I even go so far as thinking that he could finish higher than Claypool, but the bet is that he finishes second.
Yeah. And if he finishes, first, obviously, then I'll be exceedingly wrong. But I can't be any wronger than being wrong in this situation. So I'll take it.
Now, what's going to be the wagers of this bet?
Well, I thought it was.
What's the stakes?
It was just going to be 6 cans.
Oh yeah,
of
6 pack.
Death.
6 pack of liquid death.
Well, they don't sell them in 6 packs. I would just be giving you 6 cans.
Oh, so you're already conceding essentially. You know that Deontay is going to finish higher. Perfect.
What? Oh, fuck.
You're like, I'll just be sending you 6 cans. Yeah.
I would be. Also, it's water, so I can actually mail this time.
Yes. I'm just going to get a cardboard box that's soaking wet.
Absolutely soaking wet.
Yep. So I just wanted to make sure everybody heard that it was out there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I think we'll be doing some more. Yeah, I think we'll be doing some more bets as we go on. I think that's it's going to be exciting, and we'll see.
Yeah.
Also, finally, the last thing was, did you decide what Marcus's punishment is going to be?
Oh, shoot. So Not entirely. I want him to do the truffle shuffle somewhere absolutely stupid.
Mhm.
But I know you were a little against that one.
Well, I'm not necessarily against it because I know he'll do it. It was more so that like I felt like location based things, like doing stuff in public or like doing stuff on social media too, for example, like
Yeah.
never really goes over very well with anybody.
I
feel like
think
you're not very
Marcus
team-oriented.
follows through on stuff better than most.
No, I'm not saying he wouldn't do it. I think
Yeah.
he would do it. I just think it's like not always like the top of the excitement level. However,
Okay. So how can we get a little more exciting?
Well, I think first of all, doing it at Firefly is great. If you want to just stick with the truffle shuffle, just make him do the truffle shuffle at Firefly.
I feel like that's a little like people are just going to be a little weirder there in the first place. You know what I mean? So it's not going to be as like, breathtaking.
Breathtaking. Do you think him
Whereas,
doing
like-
the truffle shuffle anywhere would be breathtaking?
I'm just saying, if he goes into like a library and doing the truffle shuffle on top of a desk, I think it's going to be a little bit more exciting.
You're expecting him to get on top of a desk in a public library in New York City. Oh my god.
It's like truffle shuffle at Firefly. People are like, oh, it's a cool dance. And like actually like be excited for it. I don't want people to get excited for this. This is a punishment, not a reward.
Yeah, got you. So
Because
I
I can
guess-
see people being super hyped at like Firefly or a festival with him doing the truffle shuffle. Because everybody knows the truffle shuffle and they're like, oh my God, that's awesome.
oh my god, that's awesome. And at the library, they definitely won't be saying that.
No, they will not. He'll be getting thrown out.
Well, if you want to stick with that, that's I mean, you're the one who doles the punishment, so I don't know.
I think it's set in stone now that I mentioned it in a library.
So the New York Public Library, and yet must get on a desk.
He is, no, I was going to say, he doesn't have to be on a desk, but he's got to do the truffle shuffle.
Okay, in the New York Public Library. Any other
Yeah.
like
I think I
stipend?
should be there.
You should.
Yeah.
So you're gonna
when I- 'cause
require that
When I
he
go to
be there?
Firefly, because I'm gonna go to his house first before Firefly, and I think I should reenact the whole thing of like the kids making him do the truffle shuffle and him be like, "Oh no, guys, I don't wanna," but then he ends up doing it.
Well, the biggest shame is he's got nothing to jiggle. You know, like there's gonna be no jiggle.
No, that's okay though.
He's very trim.
Just seeing him make the face while doing it gonna be enough for me.
So basically, take most of your shirt off and have a seizure on the desk in the New York Public Library.
Yes.
All right. Well, that's the punishment. You heard it here first, and it will be enforced in person. So we will get the video evidence of it, and that will be part of the new intro.
That's a new intro. Have a good one. You'll hear from us on whenever Lucas posts this up.
Yeah, pretty much. That'll do it.
Yep, that'll do it, donkey.